Good morning, everyone. Southside here, and welcome to another episode of South's Rundown. Unfortunately, every South's Rundown will come with the bad news that I will not be able to cover today's BPL match live, the quarterfinals match between Silkat and Supernova Tohoku and Leisureland and Game Panic. So, last week I also cited the same reason, cited a reason which is that I have some school obligations to meet, especially because I'm currently in my master's degree and this is the end of my one of my semesters. Same case here. I will have to do something today, so unfortunately I couldn't cover the match like live. So this is like, yeah, I mean, I've been pretty, I guess, disappointed that I couldn't cover the DDR BPL as much as I'd like, and next week's while I will be free, will be the last like live match. Like people will find out the results as the same people. Everyone will find out the results at the same time because the semifinals and the finals match of the DDR BPL will be a paid live. It will be streamed live at 1st of July, and the people who made the semifinals will, and then like these two matches will be done just live on the Konami Ginza studio. So I think by the time we will be able to watch it on YouTube, the semis and the finals on YouTube, it'll be much later on, and there's gonna be BPL season 3 2DX beginning. So I guess that's the big problem right there. So I have no idea what they're going to do with the semifinals and the finals because I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it live. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it free viewing eventually, but I'm not really too sure. What's the schedule on that? And the 2DX BPL will begin on 12th of July. I still haven't made my draft thoughts on them. I'm also apologize, but a lot of life has kind of caught me off guard, and I'm still aiming to release a draft video before the BPL starts, and there's a lot to talk about. Stuff I think they already recorded the 2DX matches, and they're just gonna start showing them live on the 12th. So that's gonna be coming up soon too. So I think we're just gonna talk about today's quarterfinal match that we're gonna be seeing live. Okay, here we go. So quarterfinal match is gonna be between Silkat, the first seed of the League L, and Supernova Tohoku, who is the last seed in Group R. So like, still kind of been undefeated so far, 2 wins and 1 draw in their group. Meanwhile, Tohoku has met zero wins and 3 losses. So definitely a Silkat advantage here. But the fact that upsets could happen in the BPL is still somewhat possible in my opinion. And Leisureland versus Game Panic. So Leisureland is second seed in the Group R, and Game Panic is the third seed in Group L. So this is another one where I feel like Leisureland Leisureland's being out strategized by Apina Brames was unfortunate, but especially because I feel like they're such a strong team. But Game Panic also has performed a lot better than I thought they would, and I do see a small chance of an upset by Game Panic, but I'm not really too sure about that just yet. So we're gonna go down first and see the match between Silkat and Tohoku. So Silkat has been carried a lot by the heroics of their ace Kaname and the consistent performances of their 2 other players, Abetaku and Giniasu. Meanwhile, Supernova Tohoku does have really, really good players on the low-level master, Rinbo, the new blood, and Yoshime is the veteran. But they just haven't had the opportunity or like the matches that they would like to push them through because they were part of a very, very competitive group, which had Leisureland, Apina Brames, and also Round 1. Now we're gonna have to see what's gonna be in the matches here. So the first match is gonna be Ginyasu versus On, 14-15 Gold Tricky. So both of these people are pretty specialized in low levels. I would say Ginyasu has had a more storied career in doing this level range. Though I would recommend people to not count out On. Also, On is the low level special of Toku, and he does perform quite well. It's just against someone so established as Ginyasu, I'm not really sure if On has the ability to put it together. Though, yeah, of course, we could just see On pick something quite strategic because it's like gold tricky, and with the gold era, the tricky songs are really really weird. We're gonna see maybe are we gonna see stuff like Unreality again? Are we gonna see like just those really really weird like A3 charts, because those will be fair game here. So I would say that my money's more on Ginyasu on this one due to his own like personal personal like ability, but I wouldn't count On out just yet. He has performed in his BPL, and while not to the standard of Ginyasu, still something to look forward to. Second match will be the Aces, so this is going to be 16 to 18 classic tricky Kaname versus Yoshimitsu. So Kaname is considered a new player in the scene, but just like his brother Hibiki, he is also considered a prodigy. They've been playing DDR for quite a while too. Wouldn't say that they're completely new, but Yoshimitsu, he's been there since the very beginning. First KC, I think he was already like hit like the first like case, first few KCs, he's there. So, and Yoshimitsu has shown himself to be a pretty consistent performer. He's just slightly edged out by like the top people in I would say his own group during the group stages. So people like there's Oshima, there's people from round one, there's people like Nayu from Leisureland, and while I think he is like around the same par or better than Mamoru of Apina Frames. I would say Apina Frames just has a stronger overall team than Tohoku. So even though Yoshimitsu is, I would say, stronger than Mamoru, it just wasn't enough to make them win their match. So, but yeah, this is gonna be quite the challenge because Kaname is a machine. People just thought that he has some really amazing footwork and can play like all those really really crazy high level songs, but over this BPL he has shown that his timing is nothing to be scoffed at, and he was a big reason to why Silkhat went undefeated in the group stages. So could be an equal match, I would say, because Kaname could still lose, but I still feel like it could go like both ways. So maybe a 2-2 draw here, especially in classic tricky too, 16 to 18. But yeah, especially because like this is their playground, and then we're gonna end it with the final 14 to 18 tag battle match, white standard. It's gonna be between Kaname and Abetaku versus Yoshimitsu and Rinbo. This is Tohoku has decided to go with their, dynamic duo of the veteran Yoshimitsu and the new kid Rinbo. This is actually a very, very strong like duo, and I would say if Tohoku manages to win this part of the battle, it's gonna be very, very hard. But Kaname and Abetaku, that's a duo that's also, I would say, not to be scoffed at. But I would imagine that 14 to 18, they put Abetaku. I think Kaname and Abetaku are gonna pick something easy just to shave off points from Yoshimitsu and Rinbo, because there might be a chance that Rinbo might have not played it as much as Kaname and Abetaku, and they will probably just aim to get first and second place. Meanwhile, I think Yoshimitsu and Rinbo will just try to outpower the duo and hope that they can outscore Kaname too, because I feel like they can definitely outscore Abetaku on an 18 or something. So I see the strategies employed here, and I would say that Tohoku, you shouldn't count Tohoku out even though they have 3 losses. And if an upset happens, that's going to be extremely impressive. But like I do feel like the might of Kaname and just how well put together the Silkhat team could be the undoing of Tohoku too. I would say that today this is a match that's going to be really, really interesting. We might potentially see a very big upset, or just a strong ability of this one team. So yeah, we're gonna continue to the round 2 match, which I have described as Leisureland vs Game Panic, second seed of Group R versus third seed of Group L. Leisureland's Nayu has performed like an insane performed like he has been gone crazy. He has like completely like overtaken everyone in the tournament, like just consistent PFCs all around and with good perfect amounts. And the only loss was due to a misstrategization that they had against Team Up in the Frames in the first match. And I would say that Leisureland still is poised to be able to take the entire thing just because of how strong their core of Nayu, Ringo, and Yuki is. So Game Panic though. This is a team I didn't personally expect to go very far. They did manage to claim a win off of Titan Station Trans, which I was pretty surprised. I didn't expect it to go the way it did in their match between Trans. So now with that one win, they are currently in third place. But I'm still not too sure of this. I'm still personally not too sure of this team's ability. But we will see. I guess we're gonna go through this. So Leisure versus Game Panic. Just to note again that if you lose, you're out of the tournament because this is the knockouts already quarterfinals. So we're gonna be beginning with the first match, 14 to 52. This is gonna be gold tricky. This is gonna be between the ace Nayu versus Yoshi. Yeah, this is gonna be a very very difficult match for Yoshi. Yeah, this is gonna be a very very difficult match for Game Panic. Nayu has just been an absolute machine. Takes no prisoners. Everyone just falls to his might. So I would be very very surprised if Yoshi can take like 1 point off of Nayu in this, even though it's still a range that I would say he could still play. But Nayu can pretty much play any range. Like 17s is fine, 16s is fine. Maybe not, I don't know about the extreme end, like 18 to 19. But Nayu has been so good for so long and so consistent throughout the tournament. So I would not really imagine he will falter to Yoshia here. So it might be a 2-0 sweep to Leisureland side. So. And then interesting, 16 to 18 classic tricky, Ringo versus Hoshikechi. I think the big point here is that Ringo 100% plays no bar, and around the 16 to 18 range, there's a lot of charts that employ the strategies of like no bar and such. Ooh, hold on a second. I think I got the audio wrong, but it's fine. Sorry about that. I think I still had my old settings from the previous South rundown, but 16 to 18, Ringo and Hoshikechi. So yeah, like I said, no bar. He's gonna have a lot of trouble with certain songs. Like Apina took advantage of that. Apina and Vrames took advantage of that. Setback that I guess Ringo potentially has, and I feel like Game Panic is gonna do the same. Hoshikechi's 3 songs will definitely be something that's very very hard to no bar to no bar, and maybe there's a lot of anchoring and such. Ooh, wait, it's still not fixed. Ooh, hello. Yep, test. But yes, regardless of what I was gonna say, I do think that Hoshikechi will. I think that Hoshikechi will be able to overtake this match just because of how he'll be strategizing it. But we shouldn't count Ringo out just because Ringo will definitely have song picks that are more suited to his ability. But I do think his MA on higher songs does start diminishing. He's very very good at timing low level songs, but MA will eventually diminish when he goes to some harder place. So. I guess I feel like this could go to Hoshikechi, and Game Panic will regain their advantage. And this is where it all really really comes down to 14 to 18 white standard, Nayu and Yuki versus Hoshikechi and G's. Hoshikechi and G's are a very very good team, and I feel like they're gonna really really try to go really really hard with something difficult. And but the thing is, Nayu should be okay with that, I guess, as always, because as always I think the big person to look out for in this match is Yuki. His performance in this match will definitely be important to Leisureland's success, and I would say that Nayu and Yuki have been a decent team so far. But Hoshikechi and G's, that's a team that I would personally be still be scared of. Two veterans of the scene, and one's very good at playing hard songs. So they might try to outmaneuver Nayu and Yuki just by selecting an 18 or a very very difficult 17, especially around the white standard, where there was because around DDR 2013 to Ace, there's a lot of really really weird like 18. So I personally see that that's gonna be game panic strategy, and Nayu and Yuki will probably just pick stuff that they know they can do. Like maybe triple Roppongi, now triple London. I don't know. They'll have triple Roppongi in their match against. Yeah, they had triple Roppongi in their match against Tolko, I believe. So now they're gonna probably have triple, maybe have triple London. Who knows? Anyways, but yeah, I do think Lijuan could still prevail, but the strategizing of Game Panic could still like push them over the top. Remember, if you lose here, you're gone. So no mistakes should be allowed, and we're gonna see if that's gonna be the case for this match. So also be Maxwell Powers, Kawakati Ali, and Gaho, the usual three. DJ will be a surprising like regular to this, which is Nago Mutamaki of Cheap Cream, and the dance actor in the first part of the stream will be EXS. It will be EXS, another like a person known in the DRS community. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be just pretty much as per usual. I would say we're gonna go through the performance, the matches, the winner interviews, and that's it. So we can probably conclude here. Again, so the conclusion is I feel like Team Cellcat will advance, and I feel like Leisure in the case of Leisure and Game Panic, just because of how the matches are structured, I do feel like Game Panic has a chance. Not as big as Leisureland, but they do have a chance. Again, I guess we can conclude here. I really, really apologize about the lack of much coverage during this DDR BPL. I really, really wanted to be able to cover it pretty much like from beginning to end, like as always. But now I realized that there's just been a lot to do in school, a lot of catching up to do in my personal life, and I am kind of like thinking about how am I going to maintain this for the next year, because this is going to potentially be a turbulent upcoming year. So you know anyways, I think everyone will hear it when the time comes. So yeah, I'll definitely just still keep doing what I'm doing until until I can't do it anymore. So yeah, I hope you still continue enjoying the BPL through this channel. I really, really appreciate all the support that's come so far. We've hit 150 subscribers. I'm very, very happy about that. Thank you so much to everyone who's, even if you watch only like maybe 10 minutes of our us messing around. I hope you've had a lot of fun watching the BPL with us too. So yeah, thank you so much. I will have to leave then. So yeah, thank you so much. See you next time. Next week I should definitely be back. I hope I don't have to make another one of these. So thank you so much. I'll see you around. Goodbye.